You won't believe what scientists just discovered beneath the Arctic ice sheet. Could this be the next Yellowstone supervolcano to blow? Let's find out. It is said that when the volcano known as Yellowstone wakes up, the entire world will be in grave danger. The scientific community has not yet reached an agreement on this, but there are some factors that indicate that this may be true. The most recent increase in seismic activity was recorded last summer, and according to experts from the United States Geological Survey, it was unusual for the number of earthquakes to be so high. In addition, because the swarm of earthquakes originated quite deep inside the Earth, some experts theorized that it was caused by the movement of magma. Some of these quakes had magnitudes ranging from 3 to 4, which could be felt as far away as Idaho and Utah. According to the director of the Earthquake Studies and Research Center at the University of Utah, the depth at which the tremors were felt is unusual and intriguing. As he stated, such intense activity has not been witnessed in the region for a long period. But why do these earthquakes occur? Is there magma flowing towards the surface? What exactly is taking place beneath the Earth's crust? Or is this simply a natural phenomenon that occurs from time to time and poses no threat to human life? It appears that we are currently unable to answer any of these queries. However, there is one thing we can be certain about. If the Yellowstone supervolcano were to erupt, the repercussions would be catastrophic. However, there have also been discoveries made in other regions of the planet that have surprised experts and that we will discuss later. Because of its size, eruption force, and the possible effects it could have, the Yellowstone caldera is regarded as one of the most dangerous volcanoes on the planet. It is considered one of the most dangerous volcanoes on the planet due to its vast size. However, this is not the only supervolcano on the planet. There are others that pose an equal threat to humanity. We'll tell you about one that just blew your mind with its latest discovery. Keep watching. Beneath the Arctic ice sheet, scientists have discovered what they believe to be a previously unknown supervolcano. A research team led by the University of Cambridge used satellite data to map the bed of the ocean beneath the ice sheet and discovered a huge magma chamber beneath the southeastern Greenland ice sheet. According to the researchers, this magma chamber is roughly the same size as the one that may be found beneath Yellowstone National Park. It is estimated that the gigantic magma chamber extends over an area of more than 50,000 square kilometers and reaches depths of up to 20 kilometers. According to lead study author and doctoral student Murtaugh Ryan, previous studies had already hinted at the existence of this magma body, but nobody had been able to confirm it until now. This is the first time that a structure of this size has been discovered beneath the Greenland ice sheet. The presence of a magma body of this magnitude underneath the ice sheet has raised both excitement and concern among scientists. The energy released during its formation would be equivalent to the destruction wrought by the Krakatoa volcanic eruption in Indonesia in the year 1883, if it were to erupt violently. On the other hand, the fact that there is a magma chamber beneath the ice sheet does not necessarily indicate that a volcanic eruption is imminent. Even if an eruption did take place, it would not be nearly as devastating as the one at Yellowstone. Why? Since the volcano is situated beneath the ocean, if it erupts, the lava would flow directly into the sea. According to Ryan, the heat produced by the magma body plays a significant role in the formation of the Gulf Stream. If the magma were to erupt and disappear, it's possible that the Gulf Stream might slow down or even come to a stop. The consequences of this would be catastrophic for Western and Northern Europe, since they would face much colder temperatures. But wait, there's more. The melting of the Greenland ice sheet is another issue that must be addressed. The amount of ice in this area of the globe has decreased by roughly 20% in the last 3 decades alone, which has contributed to rising sea levels worldwide. According to estimates, if all of the ice on the Greenland ice sheet melted, global sea levels would rise by approximately 7 meters. Researchers are also intrigued by the potential connection between this enormous magma chamber and the one located beneath the Yellowstone National Park. The Yellowstone caldera is located in the northern part of the Rocky Mountains in the state of Wyoming in the United States of America. The massive magma chamber that lies beneath the caldera is responsible for the creation of Yellowstone National Park's distinctive geysers, hot springs, and craters. According to the findings of various investigations conducted on the Yellowstone supervolcano, it is thought that it will erupt once every 600,000 years. In the year 1785, the most recent eruption took place. It is essential to keep in mind that this is merely an estimate based on the outcomes of the studies. In reality, nobody knows when the day will come when the Yellowstone supervolcano will become active again. In contrast to the frequently held belief that the Yellowstone supervolcano is a single supervolcano, it is actually comprised of 3 calderas. The 3 calderas are referred to as the magma chamber, the lava creek, and the Mesa Falls. These calderas are connected to one another and are situated within the boundaries of Yellowstone National Park. The magma body that feeds Yellowstone is situated at a depth of roughly 6 miles beneath the park. At the moment, scientists are keeping a careful check on the temperature of this location. If the temperature rises, it will indicate that the magma is becoming more mobile, which will increase the likelihood that the volcano will become active. The United States Geological Survey keeps track of the swarms of earthquakes that happen in the region on a daily basis. An increase in seismic activity might be an indication that the magma is beginning to move toward the surface. What do you think of this mysterious volcano hiding under the Arctic ice sheet? Do you think it will erupt anytime soon? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And for more exciting content, don't forget to stay tuned. See you in the next video. Now let's get back to what we were talking about. Yellowstone National Park is home to hundreds of geysers, hot springs, and craters, many of which are the result of volcanic activity. The park's most well-known feature is the Old Faithful geyser, which erupts around every 90 minutes and can shoot water up to 180 feet into the air. Yellowstone National Park is home to several species of wildlife, including bison, bears, wolves, and elk, among others. The park receives around 4 million visitors each year, making it one of the most popular tourist destinations in the United States. If the Yellowstone volcano erupted, the immediate region would be devastated. The explosion would level trees and destroy buildings within a radius of 100 kilometers. The ash cloud would blot out the sun and cause temperatures to plummet across the northern hemisphere. Plants would die and food supplies would dwindle, leading to starvation. People would need to wear gas masks while outside, and water sources would become contaminated with volcanic debris. Heavy ashfall would blanket the whole western United States and Canada, making it difficult to breathe, drive, or see. Ash would accumulate on roads, shutting down transportation and making it impossible to travel. Airports would be closed due to the accumulation of ash on the runways. Farmers would lose their crops and livestock would perish. People would have to wear gas masks while outside, and water sources would become contaminated with volcanic debris. Breathing would become challenging due to the fine particles suspended in the air. The majority of people wouldn't have access to clean drinking water. Cities would be forced to shut down their operations. The economic effects of the eruption would be felt worldwide. The financial markets would likely crash as a result of the widespread panic. Now let's talk about the likelihood of a super eruption happening. Some experts say that a super eruption is not going to happen anytime soon. They claim that the chances of this occurring are 1 in 1 million. They argue that it is extremely improbable that the volcano will erupt in the next 10,000 years. Others say that a super eruption is overdue. They argue that it's been 640,000 years since the last super eruption, and that it's likely that one will happen soon. It's impossible to say for sure when the next super eruption will occur. Some experts say that it could happen tomorrow, while others say that it's not going to happen for thousands of years. Only time will tell. So far, the Yellowstone volcano has not shown any signs of waking up. The earthquake swarms and increased seismic activity have subsided, and the temperature of the magma chamber has returned to normal. However, Scientists will continue to monitor the volcano closely to ensure that there are no future surprises. What do you think will happen when the Yellowstone volcano erupts? Will the world end? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. And don't forget to subscribe for more updates. See you in the next video.